Navy Federal has to be one of the most credit-hacked credit unions out there. I swear it's like it's a glitch in the matrix, I promise you, due to how their members actually utilize their secure savings loan, aka pledge loan. But what if I told you there were other credit unions and bank institutions out there that have the same exact hack, and you don't even have to go through being military affiliate, going through all of these YouTube videos, learning how to do the backdoor method and all that other nature? Don't worry, I'm telling you, I got you. In today's lesson, I'm gonna be giving you 3 banks that have the major credit hack of the pledge loan, or aka secured savings loan, just like Navy Federal. So you can go ahead and boost your score and thicken your credit profile all at the same time. So go ahead, go get your pen and paper. I promise you I'll wait right here. And without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, and before we actually get started, we actually go to the computer where I show you all these banks. I want to ask if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, as it helps my channel out a ton. I'm really trying to help everybody out there that has issues getting in Navy Federal and need pledge loan hacks so they can boost their credit score all at the same time. I really appreciate your support. Now, enough of me rambling. Let's get back into these secure saving hacks. So again, I get emails all the time, people asking me if I know any other credit unions, banking institutions that offer something similar to the pledge loan. Because I know it's some people out there that just literally can't get into Navy Federal due to them not being a military affiliated. Sometimes they were with Navy Federal and maybe something happened, they shut your account down, you can't get another account. Trust me, I've seen it all. So I'm trying to tell everybody, Navy Federal is not the end all be all, I promise you. So I wanted to find some alternative credit unions and or banks that were actually offering the actual pledge loan itself. Because again, Navy Federal is not the end all be all, and they're not the ones that came up with just pledge loans. So I had to do some digging and I actually found some. Also, understand this, majority of banks and credit unions in your backyard probably offer secured savings loans, just like Navy Federal. But disclaimer, some of their offers might be a little different. I don't know if you actually pay attention to what Navy Federal offers when it comes to the pledge loans, but you really should. The reason why is because it can actually differ from bank to bank as far as rates, credit requirements, and other factors as well. They can all be different. So for example, you can have a secure savings loan with another credit institution and the APR rate can be like 15%, which is crazy. Navy Federal offers 2%. Also, Navy has no credit check when it comes to this. Some places might actually hard pull you for this actual secure savings loan. So you have to actually be careful when it comes to applying. But again, don't just apply to any and everywhere just because you see the word secure savings loan, all right? Read what the requirements are. Because when it comes to you trying to acquire a secure savings loan from a different place, I want it to actually be in the range from 1 to 6%. But if you feel that you can handle something more than that, then of course, that's fine. I'm just giving you like a surface level, requirement, just standard. But with all of that information I just gave you, I just want to get that out the way. But let's go ahead and get into this computer so I can go ahead and get up to the first bank, all right? So let's get to the computer. And with the first bank that we have right here is First Tech Bank, or First Tech Credit Union, however you want to put it. I know some people have actually talked about this bank before, but I don't know if they ever actually talked about the secure savings loans that they have. They have really good products, and but we're just going to go over their actual secure savings loan that's actually going to be beneficial for you as well. So when you get here, of course, you're talking about personal loans, things of that nature. And right here, we're already on the secured savings loan. So when you click right there, of course, secure savings loan, the loan to help you build credit. So again, this is how you know that you're in the right place when it comes to, of course, secure savings loan. You never want to just look at personal loans. Don't get the two mixed up, because the secure savings loans are always going to help you build your credit. And right here, even right here with the information right here, it shows you as low as 3% APR plus savings rate. Of course, they always want theirs off the top. But let's get into the actual features themselves. So what you see right here with the secure savings loan, a great loan for those who want to, again, build or rebuild their credit profile, want to hold on to your cash, have a First Tech savings account, want a fixed monthly payment, want to borrow between $500,000 to $500,000 to pay off debt or fund a tech innovation. Because of course, states First Tech. So of course, if you're in the tech, this is one of the perfect places that you want to be. But again, with 3% showing a secure savings loan, that shows that it is only 1% higher than Navy Federal, which is a actual really good thing. And it shows, you get a fixed rate and a fixed term with them. And even with the benefits, it shows right here, flexible financing options, borrow as little as $500, loan terms up to 96 months, quick and easy loan application, online. So that's a good thing. It's the same thing just like Navy Federal, digital document, same thing like Navy Federal. You don't have to go through any hassle trying to do anything, trying to get approved, and no prepayment penalty, no application or origination fee, no annual fee. So again, it just shows right here, ladies and gents, that they are here to literally just help you build and rebuild your credit. And of course, they always provide other loans that they want to actually give you as well. But with the secure savings loan being, again, 3%, they even have a certificate secured loan, 3%, but that's a little different than actual secure savings loan. Now, I did try to do my due diligence for y'all. So when I did call them, I spoke to one rep and they stated it is a soft pull for the secure savings loan. And of course, I wanted to make sure that this was correct. So I hung up the phone, called back to see if I'll get the same answer. And when I called the rep again, the rep did state that it was a soft pull, but they was not 100% sure. So I'm going to put another disclaimer, ladies and gents. Please do your homework before applying and pulling the trigger for any of these secured savings loans. The reason why is because I don't want you to apply for this and then they hard pull you and then you come back in my comments talking about I'm a scam. So I'm telling you now, please do your homework, all right? Please. And with all that information being stated, the representative also couldn't tell me if the actual funds, when you actually make a payment, goes directly back into your account. So that might be a little different than Navy Federal. So again, like like if you make a $200 payment towards it, like in the next 48 hours, it goes back into your checking account or however you have it set up. The representative couldn't tell me if that was actually valid for them. So I don't know if you actually have to pay everything off or you'll get it back in your account in a certain number of hours. So again, please do your homework, try to ask them those questions. I just tried to ask what I could, to try to help you out, just to try, kind of kickstart you or whatever, start you off. All right. But I did put this on here. I might actually do a video on them because they really do have really good products. And they give out really high limits. And I have some testimonials as well from First Tech from some subscribers as well. So this is actually the first one, and I think it's really beneficial for you to check out. All right, so let's go into the next one, which is, of course, Chevron Federal Credit Union. Yes, we're not just talking about the actual gas itself. They actually have a federal credit union that's actually very valid. And on top of that, they have some really great key features as well. And right here, we are on the secured loans. And it even states right here, build credit or avoid early closure fees with a share secured loan. All right. So this is actually very, very good. All right, and even when we scroll down right here, when it shows all the information, it says, a shared secured loan can be helpful if you have a large purchase coming up or don't want to dip into your savings, or if you need to establish a credit history or improve your credit rating. So again, this is just another fancier way of saying how to build and rebuild your credit, but it kind of had me a little stumped when it said making large purchases coming up. So I was trying to figure out, is it kind of like a pledge loan, or are we talking about just a regular loan, but it's still going against your collateral? You see what I'm saying? So again, this is why I always tell you guys, to do your homework. But you'll see why I say that in the future when it comes to the actual secure savings loan. With the key features right here, it says making monthly payments on time can help you build your credit profile. See, your savings will continue to earn dividends just like Navy Federal. Terms up to 60 months depending on amount borrowed. This is the part where I need you to make sure you do your due diligence so you know what's going on with these actual, not I was about to say pledge loan, but secure savings loans. And of course, this is right here about the certificates, secured loan, but we're not talking about that. But this is where everything gets good because this might be a little different from First Tech. It says right here, when you use a secured loan to borrow against your existing savings or certificate account, funds equaling the amount of the loan are frozen from use and released when your secured loan is paid back. So again, this might be a little different from Navy Federal. That means that you might have to actually pay off the whole entire loan before you get your amount back. So it might not be where, you make $40 and you get your $40 back. all right? But it's still super beneficial. You're only using your money. You're playing with house money. So only thing you have to do is make your payments, and then after that, you could pay 80 to 90% of it off and then just have everything else on autopilot. So even if this is not your primary bank, you can still keep the normal funds in your account and make sure that the payment comes out on time and you don't even have to worry about it. So all you have to do is just put everything on auto pay 80 to 90% of it off, and you can just go about your merry way. You don't have to tell Siri to keep sending you reminders, put money in that account, everything of that nature. You can literally just have this on autopilot after you pay 80 to 90% of it off. And then the hack is, I'm not telling you to keep it 8, 9, 10 months if you don't want to, or however long. If you want to pay it off early, you can. Again, if it's a soft pull and you don't have to worry about anything, just go ahead and pay it off. It's still going to hit your credit. You see what I'm saying? You're just trying to thicken your profile. Again, it's different ways to skin a cat. So it's just another way of trying to utilize a system to work in your favor. Does that make sense? But let's actually go to the actual rates because I want to look at that as well. Oh, we're good. So even right here with the information, it shows, you know, the secured loan, you're still looking at 2%. Again, it is 1% lower than First Tech, but Navy Federal and actual Chevron Federal Credit Union have the same exact APR of 2%. Again, that's perfect. I don't need you out here with a 15%, APR rate. That makes no sense at all. So this is a perfect institution for you if you're trying to get a secure savings loan without paying a large amount of interest. So again, if you want to start your application, you can. It's not hard to get into here. From what I've heard, and again, the representative did tell me it is a soft pull. But from everything that I told you, when it comes to all of these credit unions, please do your homework. Please make sure that it's still 2% APR. Ask them, hey, is this going to be a soft pull? Ask them, hey, am I going to get penalized if I pay this off early? Ask them as well, hey, am I allowed to do auto pay? Anything of that nature. It might sound like I'm giving you crazy questions to ask, but these are the proper and necessary questions that you need to ask to make sure everything aligns up. Because again, I don't know when you're going to watch this video, and I don't want you to just go off of this and then you come back here and it's 4% or anything of that nature. So please, again, do your homework. I'm just trying to kickstart you in the gear, all right? All right, and the last one that we're actually going to talk about is Industrial Federal Credit Union. I haven't seen too many people talk about them either. They have really good products as well. Actually, all three of these credit unions have really good products that I actually need to go over to try to give you guys some source on all of this. I'm trying to get all the homework I can for them, but we on secure savings loans right now, so let's go off of that. So right here we are on the secure savings loan. Truly pays to save, things of that nature. But let's continue to go down. Even when we go down to the details, it even states right here, personal loan that's backed by your savings. This is what you want. Take advantage of our cash out using collateral option. Conveniently build or repair credit. Repair credit, aka thicken credit profile. And you can read the rest of these. It's just like, personal needs, vacation, blah, 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 blah. Take advantage, things of that nature. Repayment terms customized to fit your unique situation. It sounds a lot like Navy Federal, all right? And again, ladies and gents, always remember, while I'm giving you all this, even if you have Navy Federal, you can still utilize these different institutions, build a relationship with them. I still want you to thicken your credit profile and have different loans in different places, especially if they're soft pulls. Why not? It doesn't hurt. See what I'm saying? You just want to continue to thicken your credit profile. And then I'm showing you how to kill two birds with one stone. With that being said, you can actually increase your payment history on your credit wheel as well as your credit mix. So it's not about just having high limit credit cards. You can have these secured savings loans. It's probably just going to say loans on your report, and underwriters are going to see this, and you're still going to get approved for very amounts of high funding, whether it's on the personal side or the business side, or whether you're trying to get approved for anything. This is actually what you need to do. It's all about having a strategy in place, all right? But let's go over to the rates. See, this is even better. Other loans that you're looking at 9.24%. This is for the regular loans, but for the loans secured by savings, 3%. This is what you want. Loan secured certificate, 2% above. That's fine, but this is right here is what you want to actually look for. The 3%. So that shows that First Tech is 3%. IFCU is 3%, and even Chevron is 2%. I'm giving you all the ones that have super low interest rates. And again, this is what you want. All right. Now, I did not get a chance to speak to a rep regarding their secure savings loans. I didn't get a chance to also talk to them about, money going back into your account once the payment is made. So you are going to have to do your due diligence and again, do your homework and reach out to them. I don't want to lie to you all about, oh, I called them. If I didn't get a chance, I'll tell you. So again, these are three really beneficial places to get your credit repaired or restored or thicken your credit profile. The list goes on and on. There are other actual credit unions and bank institutions that I have written down, but I just wanted to give you these three because right now I feel like they are more so closer to Navy Federal, and the other ones I didn't really get a chance to deep dive into them. That's why I want to tell you about those as well. But I just want to bring these to the forefront. All right. Like I say, you can never have too many institutions trying to actually utilize and beef your credit profile all at the same time. So don't think that, oh, I only have to stay with one credit union or one bank to try to do it. It's fine. I promise you. You can always rinse and repeat the cycle with all of these places that I give you. I'm not telling you to do all of them, but just break everything down, see which one works for you so you can go ahead and utilize the strategies and actually get what you need moving forward in the actual system itself, whether it's, again, home loan, auto loan, it doesn't matter, all right? Only thing I ask you to do is please do your homework before you execute. That's all I ask. But if you ever need help actually beefing up and removing negatives off your credit profile while you're thickening your credit profile, join the credit repair program right now. I'm getting a lot of people's negatives removed off the credit report, bankruptcies, collections, late payments, you name it. So click the link in my bio to get a free 15-minute consultation with me, and I promise you I'll get you squared away. But I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now go utilize these secure savings loans so you can thicken your credit profile, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.